Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, and it's the 29th of March. Wow, this month has gone by. We're going to talk a little bit about anxiety and failure today. They tie in together, and, you know, both of them are Satan knocking at the door. Okay, so let's uh, let's get started. Cast all your anxiety on him because he loves you and cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. One of the most important things you can do when you experience failure is to cast yourself on God's mercy. We know Jesus' disciple Peter did this because he wrote 2 books in the Bible about it. Peter had a massive failure in his life, denying Jesus 3 times in the course of one evening, but he didn't drift into disrepair. He didn't waste time suffering and condemnation. He didn't shower himself in guilt or shame, and he didn't go on living with regret. Instead, Peter cast all his anxiety on God, and his life was filled with hope because of God's mercy. In 1 Peter 5:7, Peter says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." In this verse, the Greek word translated as cast means to let it go. Let it go. Let your anxiety go. Let your anxiety go. Cast it on him. Cast all your anxiety on him. Let it go. Imagine you're carrying a giant boulder, people. It's so big you can't even toss it a few feet. All you can do is drop it. That's what this verse is saying. Simply take all your fear, all your insecurity, all your guilt, and whatever else you're struggling with and drop it on God. Drop it in his arms. You can cast yourself on his mercy. Let it go. Let it go. But how exactly do you do that? You can pray something like this: God, I really blew it. I don't deserve your mercy. I've ignored you and I've made mistakes. But you are kind and you are loving. You are merciful and forgiving. So I'm throwing myself on your mercy. I need a fresh start, Father. I don't deserve it and I didn't earn it. I'm just asking you to do what you love to do and show me mercy, Father. This is the antidote to everything that Satan says to you. Satan loves to whisper lies in your ear like, you're not good enough, you're a failure. Who do you think you are? Why do you think God could use you? Why do you think God cares? Why do you think God would answer your prayers after all the stuff you've done in your life? Satan doesn't want you to ask for God's forgiveness, God's mercy. Satan wants to pull you down. Satan wants to destroy you. Satan wants to destroy every Christian, every person in the world. Satan's working hard. Satan's working overtime in this world today. Satan loves to whisper things in your ear. Son, you're not good enough. Son, you fail the world. You fail in everything you do. You're nothing. Don't listen to Satan. Put on your godly armor, fight, and cast all your anxiety on God's shoulders. Hand it over to him and let him take care of it. 3 ways Jesus responds to your failure. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end, and they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Failure can be isolating. When you're in the middle of a failure, you often feel ashamed and just want to be alone by yourself. But Jesus is with you always, even in your greatest failure. To help you through your failures, Jesus says 3 incredible things. Jesus prays for you. Even before Peter had failed, Jesus told him, I have prayed for you that your faith will not fail you. Even at this very moment, Jesus is interceding, praying for you. The Bible says he is able once and forever to save those who come to God through him. He lives forever to intercede with God on their behalf. Jesus believes in you. In fact, He expects you to heal and to recover. That's why he told Peter before his big failure, when you have repented and turned to me again, Jesus knew Peter would sin and fail and eventually come back. The truth is that we all fail, and we fail repeatedly. Your biggest weaknesses are habitual. You just don't do them one time and that's it. You do them over and over and over again. But God isn't there for just the big one-time mess up. He's there for the mistakes you make over and over and over again. Through you we fail repeatedly, God will always believe in you and have faith. Jesus shows you mercy. Jesus is more willing to show mercy than you're willing to ask for it. When you're down, Jesus doesn't beat you up and add to your guilt. Instead, he saves you. In John 21, weeks after Peter denied Jesus, Peter and some other disciples went fishing. Though they fished all night, they caught nothing. At dawn, Jesus called to them from the shore and told them where to throw their nets. So they did, and they couldn't haul in the net because there were so many fish in it. Look at John 21:6. When Peter followed Jesus' instructions, he caught more fish than he could possibly ever handle. Jesus is ready to do the same thing for you. He can do more in 5 minutes of your life than you can do in 50 years of planning and whatever you do. And here's more good news. God's mercy toward you is not dependent on your performance. The Bible says, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end, and they are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Friend, you may give up on God, but he's never going to give up on you. Jesus is praying for you. He believes in you. He will always show you mercy. No matter what you do, God is faithful. God is faithful. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares, and he will carry your burden. Have a blessed day, everyone.